Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready! Stop below 18!
Now Richardson will throw to start out here. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action with Richardson. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. The Colts at 11-2 now, and they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd and 5. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Richardson working from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Come on. Hey. Cougar 19. Crack all 80.
Yeah, Richardson yet again. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
After running it, now Richardson will throw it. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second down and 4.
Warrior 70. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. That's complete right around the 8. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Oh, now an injured player down there, and this is not what you want to see. That's Justin Jefferson, who's having some issues. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Richardson looking to throw this. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Ready? Check, check.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal.
60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
From the shotgun, Richardson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Here's Rodriguez now on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
12.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though.
I'm one. Ready?
2nd and 10.
11.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6. They run once more with Taylor. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Okay, great.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19.
Here's Richardson to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown Colts. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So then after the made field goal, Shudak back out to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Now it's 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Burrow looking to pass. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. This is fielded at the 27. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Come on.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Richardson looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Seven Pirates. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Ready.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Richardson to throw off play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Richardson. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 145, tying it with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 and 3. Hey.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He finds his man complete. It's Black. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ready.
On first down, Richardson. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1, ready?
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
11, 11, 11.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game backs them up 5, first and 15. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rodriguez. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They'll run on first down. Black, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go.
2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Black. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. They gotta go, gotta go.
Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release. 11, 11, 11. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end zone. Good job there defensively to push them back on first down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
11 MT. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do. That's a big swing of momentum right there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now it's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Here Richardson yet again. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5. Now Richardson back to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be complete to Stevenson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Richardson off the play fake. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready.
Now Richardson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2.
11 Thomas.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Richardson to throw again after the pick six. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. To the right side, this is Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Let's go.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Richardson on 3rd and short. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 18, Pioneer.
Here's Richardson to throw. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
12, 11, empty, hey, 11.
Now Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Here we go.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Burrow. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Ready?
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
11.
Throwing, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Here we go.
Another try from the 19. 2nd and 10. To throw, Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. Now the extra point. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds of this ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were